In this video we're gonna look into the 3 most common mistakes when it comes to carving and how they may be limiting you from having less than an awesome time when you're going skiing. We're gonna look into the problems themselves and also some exercises and how to fix them. And if you spend some time taking care of your common mistakes, you're gonna have way better time skiing, and maybe one day it even looks great like this. If you want to carve like this guy, you know, check this video out. And what's cool about this video is that I learned to ski by myself with nobody there to teach me. So I developed like pretty much all of these common mistakes that we're going to show you in this video, and also show you some exercises on how to correct them. Yeah, exactly.
What we can do.
Let's go carving with Carve. Let's look into the common mistake number 1 when people are carving. That they're twisting the upper body in the direction of the turn, which results in the skis are then sliding out, and it takes then a while to untwist that before the upper body and the skis are pointing the same direction again. And then you already have a bit of rotation in the upper body that's gonna make the next turn also probably skid out.
If you find you have a tendency to finish the turn by rotating up the hill, resulting in the tails of the skis washing out, then I maybe have a solution for you to try.
Alright, what should I try?
So, gonna need to ditch the poles here for this one. A little bit of coordination required. So the exercise we can try, we ditch the poles, and we're gonna take our outside hand. In this case, my right ski is the outside ski. So I put my right hand on my hip, my legs do the lovely steering, but I'm gonna counter with my body. I'm taking the inside hand, and I'm gonna point it across towards my outside ski and down the hill, the direction of travel. This will then change as we start the next turn. The hands will come up and it will change to the left hand side. Does that make sense?
Alright, let's see if it makes sense for you as well. Start out focusing on putting the right hand on the right hip when you're turning to the left. And then the left hand extends towards the right ski's nose to break that uphill rotation that causes you to skid out. A bonus effect of this is that it helps to angle the upper body more, so the upper body is rather straight and then the legs angle out in that way. First of all, practice the exercise as we showed you, and then you can look at details like where you position your hands, that you don't drop one hand like behind yourself. Make sure that you have your both hands in front. If you can see them, it's sort of a guideline that they're probably in a quite okay position.
So, Mr. Jens, if you find that you're reliant or have a tendency to sort of just tip the body, drop the inside shoulder to get the ski onto the edge, you may encounter some problems along the way. You'll find that on steeper slopes you lose pressure and grip through your outside ski, your downhill ski in this case. Again, it seems to be our left one. If you're in variable snow, when you've got kind of powdery patches onto like really sheet icy patches, you get that whole whoo, and you're gonna have a lunge. You're gonna fall inside and you're gonna slide.
Alright.
Maybe a long way, I don't know. So a little exercise we can have a shot of is we take our poles from the normal position, turn our hands upside down on them so that we reveal the poles to the ground in this manner. The pole tips or baskets are going to drag along in the snow.
Alright.
Throughout the whole turn. So our legs are going to do all the lovely stuff underneath, but our poles are going to stay in contact with the ground. Particularly, again in this case, our left one, the downhill pole, and that's going to encourage the upper body to come from this position more into this position, which will make sure we've got a bit more weight on that outside ski to maintain grip.
And should I be careful that I don't accidentally go like that and stab the ground?
Yeah, you don't want to stab yourself or the ground.
Oh, so.
So yeah, just let them relax and drag a little bit behind you, or even just beside you, level with your hips. Make sense? Yeah.
Do a whole run or a few doing this exercise, but I understand if you don't want to be skiing around like this all the time. So when I was learning to ski properly in my early 20s, I found just being aware of the importance of this and like feeling how the G-forces from the ski and the hand like it's pushing down there, adding to that nice kink in the body and putting more weight on the outside ski. See, it's happening here again. It's just knowing it can make a huge difference.
If you find sometimes that you're leading in to the turn a lot with your inside ski, so in this case if I was turning around there, I'd lead in a lot with my right ski and my hip just goes onto that ski. You might feel like your outside ski wants to break away. Again, you're gonna lose any grip at the start of the turn and you're just rushing the whole thing by plonking your hip from side to side.
Yeah, that's totally a problem I used to have.
It's understandable because you want to get to that point in the turn where you're gripping and when you are getting lower to the snow. However, you're not allowing the turn to be built up in an appropriate way.
So how should we do that?
It's a little bit of thinking along a different process here rather than an exercise. As we start the turn, as we stand up into the turn, we want to like pull the inside ski back and change that weight onto the new outside ski and be patient. Allow the skis to come around into the downhill position before finishing the turn with the lovely ankles and knees.
Yeah, and I think it could be a good idea that you look down and see how aligned the skis are and that you pull one back and push the other one a bit forwards, right?
So essentially the picture's opposite to what we've got going on here. Rather than the inside ski leading into the turn, it's a little bit the outside ski leading into the turn.
And then we'll get more even weight in the skis. Yeah. It'll be sick. Let's do it.
Okay.
So maybe you want to look down on your skis and if you see that the inside foot is still leading, pull it back. If that's not enough, you can also focus on pulling the inside foot back as you're pushing the outside foot forwards. And if you get this right, it's gonna feel way better turning and you're gonna get a bit more weight on the outside foot. It does really feel pretty good when you really push it in a nice carving turn. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned a lot about how not to ski. And thank you, man, for joining.
All good. I hope it was useful. I hope there were some things in there that can help you skiing.
Yeah.
If you're unsure, I guess leave a little comment and we can see what we can do.
Kurt, get you hijacking the frickin' comments. Spiel.
I could not hijack
I talk about comments.
Oh, sorry.
And stuff.
I'm getting too excited, James. I'll back that.
Back off.
Sorry.
Back off.
No, I'm so impressed. You're gonna muscle Jens out of his own business soon.
Don't tell him.
No.
Kurt, should we just... No, I've cut Jens out now, it's just you and me.
Yeah.
Should we just get on with the Stomp It thing and ditch the Swede?
I mean, he knows now, but...
It's my show.